Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing you guys your new Blu-ray and DVD shopping guide for June 4th, 2019. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So there is a lot of stuff releasing this week, guys. I'm sure this will be my record for most reviews in a week. I got a ton of stuff to talk to you guys about. Just hopefully you guys can make it through the whole video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. There are going to be, I'm sure, affiliate links to purchase these movies down in the description below. Unfortunately, with the amount of titles I have, I'm going to have to try to shorten up the description a lot to try to get all these links. So it might just be the links and pretty much nothing else. So everything I'm reviewing was sent to me for review, but I'll make sure to mention on each title just so you guys know that these were provided to me for review. So let's get right into it, guys. First up, from Lionsgate, they sent over Gloria Bell. Now this one's going to release on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon and Target $17.99, Walmart $18.84, and Best Buy $19.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $13.90, Best Buy $13.99, and Target $14.89. So this one stars Julianne Moore, and she plays this woman, Gloria Bell, obviously. And it was just kind of about her living her life. You know, it was kind of a romance movie where she's kind of going out to this like disco club or something, and she's meeting these guys and they're going on dates, and she meets this guy, is it John Turturro? Yeah, John Turturro, or however you say his name. She meets him and they kind of get like a good connection going, and they're kind of hanging out and whatever. And then it ends up being like, he's used to be married, I think, and he's divorced, but he doesn't want to tell anybody about her. And it kind of becomes this big issue where things keep seeming to clash. And like, I don't know, he's just really weird, and like he does these really weird things. Like she brings him over to a party, I think it was at her son's house, and her ex-husband shows up, and she just looks up and she's like, where did he go? He just took off in the middle of dinner, didn't say anything. And he's like, oh, it was just so uncomfortable, so I left. It's like, who does that? It gets worse than that as far as the stuff he does. To me, this movie, it didn't have a lot going on. It was just kind of her going on these dates. The story wasn't super interesting. Even when these things happened, like her reactions just were almost nothing. It was, I just couldn't figure out like what we were supposed to get excited about in this one. And I just thought it was kind of boring, and I didn't get super into it. Just kind of standard Lionsgate Blu-ray there. So on this one, guys, I gave it a 6 out of 10. You know, I did find Julianne Moore to do really well, as she always does in this role. But to me, there just wasn't enough going on in this movie. Next up, also from Lionsgate, is a Madea Family Funeral. This one's going to release on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy combo pack. Amazon $19.96, Best Buy and Target $19.99, and Walmart had no listing. I'm going to warn you guys right now, Walmart didn't have most of these movies listed. I'm sure they're going to have them in stores, but I got to go off what's on their website. It's also going to release on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy and Target $14.99. So this was my first Madea movie. I had never been super interested in checking out the Madea movies. I don't get into those kind of comedies. Like, I don't know. They're just usually not too much for me. So in this one, forgive me because I don't know who everybody is, but I don't know if Madea was even related to these people or what, but basically what happens is the guy dies. It's like the husband of the one woman and the father of the other kids or whatever. So this guy dies, and they ask Madea to come help with the funeral. And there's kind of like all this kind of other stuff going on, like that he was cheating on her, and that one of the kids is cheating on his wife, and it's with the girlfriend of his brother. It gets really kind of complicated. But then there's Madea, and she has all these friends, and I thought they were all just super annoying. I did not like the Madea character. I thought Madea was annoying. I did like the uncle, whatever his name was, the uncle with no legs. Like, he at least was funny, but I found all these other they were just these stupid characters that are supposed to be funny. I didn't find them funny at all. Like, I don't think I laughed at anything they said except for the uncle. Other than that, though, like if you just took out the whole Madea thing, and maybe you guys like Madea, I don't know, I'm not trying to judge you guys, but I thought it was a good story. I definitely liked all the other characters, and I thought it was a good story. And I probably would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't for the Madea character. But I give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Like I say, these kind of just like where these people dress up in these ridiculous costumes, and they just act just very over the top and ridiculous. I just don't typically get into that kind of stuff. Next up, Jack Ryan Season 1 is releasing on a Blu-ray. All right, guys, I will be giving away a copy of Jack Ryan to one winner as a win a gift for your dad prize. It'll come pre-wrapped for your dad. Just comment "quiet" down in the description to be entered in that giveaway. It is open to US residents only. Now, this one was a Amazon exclusive on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it was like a year or something it was on there. It's been quite a while that it's been on there, but it is releasing now from Paramount Pictures. The Jack Ryan here is embossed, and this one, of course, stars John Krasinski as Jack Ryan. I believe this was about 8 episodes. 8 episodes, and they're pretty much an hour long each. It's like 56 minutes. But like I said, this one's releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $24.99, Walmart $28.85, Target $31.89. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon $22.96, Best Buy $22.99, Target $24.99, and Walmart no listing. Now this one, like I said, stars John Krasinski as Jack Ryan, who is this ex-Marine, and he's joined the CIA, and he's kind of just like an analyst. He just sits around looking at information and analyzing it and forwarding it on to other people, trying to find these terrorists, and he seems to be like a jack of all trades. Like he was worked on Wall Street, and he was in the Marines, and now he's in the CIA. And he's kind of just tracking these financial transactions, trying to find out where the money's going, where it's coming from, and trying to stop terrorists. And there's a little bit of comedy mixed in to keep it, a little fun. And then he ends up having to go on like all these missions, even though he doesn't really want to. He's reluctant. I mean, even though he has the ability, he was injured quite a bit in the war, and I can't remember if it's Iraq or Afghanistan. And so this is a really fun show, guys. I mean, it's real similar to a lot of stuff that's come out about kind of special intelligence forces and terrorists and whatnot, but lots of action and lots of fun. Definitely check this one out, guys. I gave this one an 8 out of 10. All right, next up, sent to me by Warner Brothers, was Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one has this really great slipcover on it. It's kind of like a matte finish over a foil. Gives it a really weird look. And I don't know that I've ever seen a slipcover quite like this. All the Ninja Turtles here are embossed, but it's like super deep embossing. Like it just really pops off the cardboard there. Here's a look at the back. And the discs, they did give this Blu-ray a cool artwork, but the 4K, just a plain black. So this one's going to release on a 4K, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon $24.96, Best Buy and Target $24.99. It's also releasing on a Blu-ray, which will include Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $17.99. Walmart no listing. Now I love this movie, guys. If you I think for 90s kids, this is like the movie right here. So I was confused, and even with the trailer a little confused, because you got Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. Well, aren't they both good guys? Like, why would they be against each other? And then the movie starts, and it's kind of more like just a misunderstanding. Like the Turtles don't know who Batman is, and the Batman doesn't know who the Turtles are. But then I had a question: if they're in the same universe, wouldn't you think? Okay, I know the Turtles are kind of secretive, but everybody knows there's a Batman. Like, they've never heard of Batman. The Ninja Turtles were funny. They were fun. They had a little bit different look to them, as you guys can kind of see there. A little more kind of rugged, squared off heads. And I don't know if that's kind of just like a new look for them or what. The Foot Clan and Shredder have come to Gotham, and the Turtles have followed. And they got this secret plot, and Batman has to stop them. There's tons of characters. from both Ninja Turtles and Batman, and it's so much fun, and it's just a joy to watch this thing, guys. I really love this one. I gave it a 8.5 out of 10. Next up, all sent to me by Warner Brothers, Batman on 4K for the first time. This one includes 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and Walmart, all $24.99. And I did post a video of just all these Batman movies. If you guys really want my in-depth thoughts, you guys could check that out. So, of course, this was the first Batman, well, not the first ever, but kind of the first modern Batman movie with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. And and so it's Batman versus the Joker. Joker's trying to get revenge on Batman. I love this movie, guys. I love pretty much everything about it. I give this one an 8 out of 10. Just great visual look to it, great characters, great story, a lot of fun all around. Next up is Batman Returns. This one's going to release again on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. And again, Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all $24.99. This is a sequel, direct sequel. Michael Keaton again as Batman, and then you got Danny DeVito as Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. To me, this one wasn't quite as enjoyable. I do like the story. I like the characters, but I don't like the Penguin that much. They went so literal with the Penguin, having him be raised by penguins, having flipper hands. To me, it took like the kind of this funny, quirky character, and they just took it too far, made it super dark. But again, it does have a really cool visual style. To me, the Penguin was always kind of just gross, all the stuff they did with him. But I do really like this movie. I get confused a little bit by Catwoman. Like, how did she become Catwoman? Like, it just seems so random. And then what is she even trying to do? It's very confusing to me exactly what her whole motivation is in this movie. I mean, I think she's trying to get revenge, but she kind of gets in this whole deal with Batman, and it's kind of like a love-hate thing where they like each other, but they got to fight each other. And overall, I do like the story. So I gave this one a 7.5 out of 10. Now we have Batman Forever. This one traded out our Batman, and now we have Val Kilmer as Batman, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, and Jim Carrey as the Riddler. So this one, again, is releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Hey, and wouldn't you know it, once again, Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all $24.99. So this one becomes a little more over the top, a little more cartoony, a little silly. They have the Riddler, and he wants to get these, what do they call them, the box or whatever, in everybody's house. And basically it's a thing you put on your TV, and it kind of like puts you in the TV, but then he can steal all your thoughts or something. And the Two-Face is just trying to get revenge for his accident that turned him into the Two-Face. Now they kind of work together, but they're not really partners, and they kind of screw stuff up for each other. Jim Carrey was definitely fun as the Riddler. Tommy Lee Jones great as Two-Face. Val Kilmer definitely not as good as Michael Keaton, but still a very good movie. Definitely still, again, a unique art style and a lot of fun to watch. I gave this one a 7 out of 10. Now we get down to everybody's least favorite, and the one that just kind of gets dumped on a lot, Batman and Robin. Again, releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. And again, Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all $24.99. This one, we already have a new Batman played by George Clooney. And then we have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. And it does also have Bane, but it's a much simpler Bane than the one we got in The Dark Knight Rises. Also has Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Now, this one, they got real silly, real campy. They tried really hard to make this one funny. I don't think it comes off very funny. Almost everything Arnold says is a one-liner. It's a little ridiculous. I kind of like watching it this last time. You know, they seem to have the most ridiculous gadgets, like they're on ice and they click their heels together and they become ice skates. But if you think back to like the Adam West Batman, like they would always have some kind of gadget. And I think that's kind of what they were going for, is that he had a gadget for everything. If he needed to do it, you know, he would have a gadget already on him. And I think that's actually kind of a cool idea, that he had all these different gadgets. I mean, obviously, of course, they're just to work with this movie, but I think it's a cool idea, not really a bad thing. They also went really over the top with Gotham City, the buildings, the colors, everything over the top, and I think it's actually kind of a cool look. I do definitely like that. The story is okay. You know, it's not the greatest. Mr. Freeze is trying to save his wife, basically, and Poison Ivy's trying to save the world. And I got a lot of... I think there's a little too many characters in this movie, and really kind of slows down the pace, trying to give everybody their little part of story to go along. But you know what, guys? I still like this movie. I enjoy all these movies. I gave this one a 6.5 out of 10. Now, also from Warner Brothers, they sent over these two for review. The new Scooby-Doo movies, the Almost Complete Collection, and this one's on Blu-ray. And they sent over the new Scooby-Doo movies, The Lost Episodes. Now, this one will be releasing on Blu-ray, Amazon $45.69, Best Buy $49.99, Target $50.99, and Walmart no listing. It'll also be releasing on DVD, Amazon and Target $45.29, Best Buy $49.99, and then this one will be releasing on DVD only, Amazon $14.84, Best Buy $14.99, and Target $15.99. So this one is the new Scooby-Doo movies, The Lost Episodes. It's a 2-disc set. Episodes listed here on the back. A Good Medium is Rare, Sandy Duncan's Jekyll and Hyde, The Secret of Shark Island, The Haunted Horseman, and The Hagglethorne Hall, The Phantom of the Country Music Hall, Scooby-Doo Meets Genie, The Haunted Showboat, and The Spirit of Spooked Sports Show. So this one again is releasing on a DVD only. I gave this one, guys, an 8 out of 10. Love Scooby-Doo. It's a fun show, but I'm going to talk more about it here on the Blu-ray. So this is the Almost Complete Collection. I'm not sure why they didn't make it the Complete Collection. I don't know how many total episodes there are. And to be honest, I didn't know what exactly this was, but there was actually a series called the new Scooby-Doo movies. And what it was is it was longer than the original series, like the episodes. I'm not sure the exact runtime, but they would have been like an hour TV show. So I don't know if they're like 45 minutes or what exactly the runtime is on them. They are long though, and they all had guest stars. So your mystery would always come with a guest star. So you got the Three Stooges, Batman and Robin. And being the nerd I am, I want to throw in Batman and Robin first. And I was like, wait, I've already seen that before. But some of these have been released before as like the Batman and Robin ones. I know for sure available on Scooby-Doo Meets Batman or Batman Meets Scooby-Doo, whatever it's called. You got Don Knotts, Phyllis Diller, Sandy Duncan, Sonny and Cher, Don Knotts again, Laurel and Hardy, the Three Stooges, the Harlem Globetrotters, Davy Jones, Jerry Reed, Batman and Robin, the Harlem Globetrotters, Josie and the Pussycats, Genie and Babu, Tim Conway, Don Adams, Speed Buggy, I'm not sure what that is, Cass Elliot, and Dick Van Dyke. So this is 23 episodes. It includes all 8 of the episodes on the Lost Episodes. The only thing I could think of is possibly they released this Lost Episodes one separately because they've never been released before. So if you have all the other ones, then you could just pick up that, or if you didn't, you could pick up this. I was confused a little bit why the 2 different sets, but I love this show, guys. It's a lot of fun. You know, you guys know what Scooby-Doo is. Every time there's some sort of ghost or some sort of monster, they got to investigate, and then it ends up being a person trying to get something. But I love this show, guys. Definitely worth checking out if you guys are Scooby-Doo fans. I did spend a little bit of time comparing the quality. If there's a big difference between the Blu-ray and DVD, I didn't see it. You know, I think they both look good. But I give this one an 8 out of 10. Next up is the Richie Rich Scooby-Doo Show Volume 1. Now, I've never seen this one before. I guess it has been released before, but I've never seen it. I did order this one on Amazon, so I don't know if I'm going to do an unboxing on that one or not, but it's releasing on DVD only. Amazon $14.84, Best Buy $14.99, Target $15.99, and Walmart no listing. Next up, sent over from Artsploitation Films, is Rondo. This one's releasing on a DVD only. Amazon $7.99, Best Buy $9.99, Target and Walmart no listing. Now this is a English movie, and it was a strange one. So what happens is these people, they have this like club thing they set up, and it's very adult. You guys can figure out what I mean, but it's very adult. And it's kind of like they're trapping people to get them into these situations, and then they're going to kill them. And I don't know if they ever gave a motive for why they wanted to do this, other than, you know, I kind of started getting the feeling like they were almost supposed to be like a Texas Chainsaw Family, where these people are all just really crazy, and they're putting all this stuff together to you know, just kind of kill all these people. And it seems like they've got this whole thing established, and they've been doing it for a long time, and they plan on doing it for a long time. And I don't know, maybe I missed something. Maybe there was a little more to this movie, but it just seemed like just so random, you know. There is kind of a lot of gore, although it doesn't get like super detailed. You just kind of see a lot of blood. There is some nudity. I don't think this is this isn't rated. But, you know, it was enjoyable. To me, it got a little slow in parts, but it was a cool horror movie. So I give this one a 6 out of 10. Next up, Toy Story, and Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 will be releasing on 4K. So Toy Story will get a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon $29.96, Best Buy and Target $29.99, and Walmart was listed as $41.59. I'm guessing it's going to be around $30. Best Buy will also have an exclusive Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99. And then Toy Story 2 releasing on a 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon $29.96, Best Buy and Target $29.99, and Walmart no listing. Again, Best Buy will have an exclusive 4K Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99. And then finally, Toy Story 3 will include 4K Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $29.99, Walmart $41.63. Again, I'm sure that price is going to come down. And then Best Buy will have an exclusive 4K Steelbook, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $34.99. Now, I did pre-order all of these, but I have not received them yet. Once I do, I will be posting an unboxing of that. Next up is the new Lost in Space Season 1. Now, this was the Netflix series. It's coming to Blu-ray or DVD. I only checked out one episode. It was a very high production value. Looked like a really good show. I just haven't got to the rest yet. So it is releasing on a Blu-ray. Best Buy $29.99, Amazon $36.66, Target and Walmart no listing. Also releasing on a DVD, Amazon $14.96, Best Buy and Target $19.99, Walmart no listing. Next up, sent over for review from RLJE Films, is The Cleaning Lady. Now this one's releasing on a DVD, Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Target and Walmart no listing. So this is about this woman who works kind of like as a janitor, or not a janitor, but like a maintenance person at, I don't know if they were apartments. I don't know if they really got into what the building was exactly. And this lady lives there, and she kind of has this business going out of her apartment or whatever this place was. And so this woman who works there, her face has been kind of burned, and she's like really shy and standoffish. And this lady kind of wants to help her out, and she's like, you know, if you want to come clean a couple days a week, I'll give you $100 each time you clean. And they kind of start becoming friends. But the whole time, this cleaning lady, she's just really strange, you know, and maybe it has something to do with the fact that she got burned, and now she's just kind of timid and standoffish. But then things start getting really weird, and they start kind of revealing her past, and kind of that her mom was a terrible person, and as a child, her mom was prostituting her out, and all this stuff was happening to her as a child. And now, you know, this is kind of why she's so messed up as an adult. And then things get crazy. Because the woman she's working for, she's dating this guy who's married, and she's like, you know, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. You need to leave him, and all this stuff. And she kind of becomes like really clingy, like just showing up at her house. And she's like, oh, you know, I can't hang out, I'm sick. And she's like, oh, I'll make you tea. And he's like, no, you know, I just want to go to bed. And she like will not leave. This is a really interesting movie. I definitely like the characters. I was a little slow, but not too bad. But I definitely enjoyed this one, guys. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next up is A Star is Born Encore Edition. So this is just an extended version of A Star is Born. It's releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon and Walmart $23.45. Best Buy and Target $24.99. Next up, from Mill Creek Entertainment, is the Jackie Chan Adventures, The Demon Portal Saga. This one's releasing on a DVD, Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Target $14.89, and Walmart no listing. I haven't got a chance to check this one out. It's 3 stacked discs, total runtime of 13 hours and 51 minutes. Hopefully anything I didn't get to this week, I will have a review up next week. Next up is The Odds releasing on a DVD. Now this one was sent over by 4 Digital Media for review. Best Buy $9.99, Amazon $10.49, Target and Walmart no listing. I will be giving away a copy of this, so if you guys would like to enter that giveaway, just comment evens down in the description below. Open to U.S. residents only. So this one was about this woman who is in this room with this guy, and she kind of knows what's going on, but she's kind of in the dark a little bit. But basically, she's agreed to do this kind of event or game or something where she's going to be tortured, and there's going to be all these different rounds, and the winner gets a prize, and she believes it's $1 million, although he never says for sure. And he's not supposedly running this thing or knowing exactly what's going on. He just gets, I guess, paid to ensure the different challenges are done. And so basically every different challenge, people get eliminated until you get to the end. And so it's a lot of just like crazy contraption things. Like you got to put your foot in this box, and then he drills screws into it. And supposedly there's like all these other people. I think they said 19 people. Kind of started realizing pretty quickly something's off about this guy, and that maybe he's not being upfront about what's really going on. And maybe there's some kind of hidden thing going on in this one. Definitely a cool movie. I really enjoyed this one. In the end, I wasn't sure if they ever really revealed exactly what was going on, but definitely check this one out, guys. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next up is Shaft, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $9.99, Target $10.69, and Walmart no listing. Next up is I'll Take Your Dead, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Walmart $17.96, Best Buy $17.99, Target $20.59, and it's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon $12.96, Target $15.19, Best Buy and Walmart no listing. Next up is The Haunting of Sharon Tate, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $15.99, Target $17.29. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $13.99, Target $14.99, and Walmart no listing. Next up is The Kid, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon $14.96, Best Buy $14.99, Target and Walmart no listing. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon $12.96, Best Buy $13.99, Target and Walmart no listing. Next up, the Matrix Trilogy is getting a 4K steelbook. Now, they've already released the individual movies in 4K steelbooks. Now, I guess they're releasing the trilogy in the 4K steelbook. It'll be a Best Buy exclusive, which will include 4K Blu-ray and digital for $69.99. Next up, sent over for review from Mill Creek Entertainment, is Opportunity Knocks. Amazon and Walmart $8.79, Best Buy and Target $8.99. Now this is their kind of their VHS slipcover line they've been doing. This is a new kind of I Heart 90. So these are like 90s movies. They're very colorful. You got the red VHS here and kind of the yellow artwork. Now this was one I had never seen before. You got a different inside artwork. Stars Dana Carvey, and he is a con artist. And basically his friend ends up owing like $700 and some to, I assume it's his bookie, and he's got to pay it by the next day or they're going to be in trouble. And so they're kind of trying to come up with this money, and they decide to start robbing houses. And they come to this house, and it's like a really nice house, lots of stuff in it worth money. And the guy like calls and he leaves a message, and he's not gonna be home for like a month. So they decide to kind of stay there and start selling off the stuff. And then he ends up meeting the guy's parents, and they think he's the friend who's supposed to be house sitting. And he just kind of goes along with it, and he gets in with their family and their daughter and everything. And then he starts having a conscience, and he wants to do everything right. And then, but then they end up owing a bunch more money. So then he's got to do all the wrong stuff again. And then at the end, he's got to do one giant scheme thing against everyone. It wasn't a super original movie. Dana Carvey does a lot of different voices and kind of things he's known for. I did enjoy it, but like I say, it wasn't super original. It's like a lot of other movies I've seen. I didn't find it to be all that funny, although I did like the story and the characters. So I gave this one a 6 out of 10. Next up, also sent over by Mill Creek Entertainment for review, is Jury Duty. Now, I'm not sure if I'd ever seen this one. I kind of think maybe I had, but I really didn't remember it too well. So this one's releasing on a Blu-ray, Amazon and Walmart $8.79, Best Buy and Target $8.99. Now, we got the white VHS look there, and then kind of that, and then you got a different artwork on the inside. I was going to look it up and I forgot. This one stars Pauly Shore, and I was kind of wondering if maybe this was a little bit later in his career. It's from '95, but he wasn't quite as obnoxious as he usually is, and I think that really helped out this movie. So what happens is he's poor. He lives with his parents, and they're going on vacation, but they live in a trailer, and they're taking a trailer with them, so he has nowhere to stay. Then he gets jury duty, and he finds out like if he gets into a long-lasting trial, they'll pay for a hotel and food and all this stuff. And so he tries to get into, like, he keeps trying to get kicked out of all these juries where it's going to be a short trial. He wants to get a long trial. And then he just kind of drags out everything so he can stay in the hotel longer. And he kind of works out all these special deals in the hotel. And this one has a lot of character actors that you guys have seen before, but you probably don't know their names. I don't know their names, but lots of recognizable faces in this one. And like I say, his obnoxiousness was really toned down. It's a fun story. On this one, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Next up, also from Mill Creek Entertainment, is Excess Baggage. This one's releasing on Blu-ray, Amazon and Walmart $8.79, Best Buy and Target $8.99. So on this one, you kind of have the yellow VHS there, the standard artwork there. The inside is a little bit different artwork. And then the disc has, what is that? Is that artwork? Or is it, oh, I guess it's that artwork. I couldn't figure out which one that was. So in this one, Alicia Silverstone is kind of like this rich brat, and she wants her father to notice her, so she pretends to get kidnapped. Unfortunately, when her father's supposed to come pick her up in the trunk of her car, Benicio del Toro comes to steal the car. He doesn't know she's in there. And then they kind of think he kidnapped her, and there's this whole thing with his kind of garage gets burned down with all his stolen cars, and he owes $200,000, and the cops are after him because they think he kidnapped her, and he's just trying to square everything. Like, yeah, he's a thief, but she kind of gets him into a lot more trouble, and it's kind of like 1 minute she wants to leave, and then 1 minute she doesn't want to leave. It just keeps kind of going back and forth. I had seen this one before, and it was a interesting movie. I give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Next up, Mill Creek sent over Double Team. This one's releasing on Blu-ray, Amazon and Walmart $8.79, Best Buy and Target $8.99. Very colorful on this one, the neon green and the blue. I have never seen this one. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman. There's a different artwork there. And standard cover art there. I should hopefully have a review up for this one next week. Next up is The Venture Bros Season 7, releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart $24.99, Target $25.89. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon $18.99, Best Buy and Target $19.99, Walmart no listing. Next up, sent over by Mill Creek Entertainment, is the 90s comedy double feature including Mo Money and High School High. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray. Target $11.99, Best Buy $12.99, Amazon and Walmart $11.37. Now, I've never seen High School High. I do really like Mo Money. I've seen that a bunch of times. Damon Wayans, Marlon Wayans, I believe it is. And they're kind of like these criminal con men, and Damon Wayans gets caught up in this credit card scam, and he falls in love with this woman. I don't know. I've just always really liked that one. Next up is Mr. Baseball, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon $19.95, Best Buy $19.99, Target $20.39, and Walmart no listing. And the last up, we have the Brady Bunch TV and movie collection. This thing is like the TV show, the movies, an animated show, a ton of Brady Bunch stuff in it. It's releasing on DVD. Amazon $66.99, Best Buy $68.99, and Target $69.99. All right, and the last thing I have is actually releasing on Friday the 7th. From Small Town Monsters is Terror in the Skies. I haven't watched this yet. I should have a review up, though, in the next couple days. Terror in the Skies. This is like a documentary. It says 106-minute runtime and 23 minutes of special features, but on the press release it says 68 minutes. So I'm thinking 106 is the actual documentary plus the special features. All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It was really hard to get through that whole thing. By far the most titles I've ever talked about at once. If you guys have seen any of this stuff, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below or what you guys plan on picking up. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, or you can find more information, including affiliate links to purchase these movies down in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out just videos, check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com, and I'll see you guys next time.